Hello there, and I'm back with my 10-inch record collection part 2. We're going to start this off an interesting record. The Cool Classics, Les Brown and his Band of Renown. So we'll hear what this one sounds like while we go through the rest of the collection. It shows a bunch of guys pleading with a graphic of a woman. It's kind of interesting. So we'll listen to this. Of course, it's part of the House Party series. Set it back a little bit more. Okay. No Coward favorites. I didn't even know I even owned this. I don't know where this one came from. Don't even know where I even got that one from. Paul Britton and his orchestra. Trying to move fast here. Herman Chittison, CBS crime photographer's Blue Note pianist, which is a very interesting mantra about somebody. No, quit it. And that is right there. Chordettes, Harmony Encores. I was listening to a little bit of that before. Nice rare 10-inch. Hey! I got a dog here that's a little puppy, and she's very bad. Tony Bennett, Because of You. Has some damage on it, but it's a pretty cool 10-inch LP of his. It's actually in pretty good shape, despite the cover. Another one of those 6-eyes on Columbia. So, right on. Hammond organ and piano and dance tempo. Don Baker organ, Lee Pepper piano. You know who Baker and Pepper are? There you go. Pearl Bailey's awesome. I don't know if too many people know about her. I think she's underrated. I got some two very nice, rare 10-inch LPs of hers, and I forget where I acquired them from. This is a very nice one. I think maybe the internet for these. Pearl Bailey, I'm With You. Very great. And you know what? I'm going to put it... I love Miss Bailey so much I got to put this on. This is her very original first recording of Takes Two to Tango, which was a big hit for hers. One of my favorite songs of hers. So we're now listening to a track from this album. This is a 10-inch album on Coral. 10-inch. Mind you, these are all 10-inch LPs. Another nice 10-inch LP here, Say CC. These ones, I don't know if I can let go of these ones. Another big hit she had. Great album. I almost forgot I had these. I know I at least had one of her, but I forgot I had two. Awesome. Bach. 15 two-part inventions. Lee Stadelman clavichord, whatever that is. Lee Stadelman. And this has a lot of tracks on it, the breaks. Same Pearl. Jan August, piano favorites, including Tifa 2 on a Fixed Dark Mercury cover. Another Jan August album. No, more favorites actually it's called. No cover for it, I have it in this cover. Eddie Arnold, this is probably one of the only other country 10-inchers I have when it's Roundup Time in Heaven. rare and interesting album of his. Mr. Arnold just passed, I believe last year in 2009. Because I know I was still living in my apartment when he passed. So there's Mr. Arnold. Viennese Waltzes. Ben Douglas the Hammond on a solitaire label. I have some odd and interesting labels too. Like this one here. Sleepy Serenade, Russ Case and his orchestra. This is on the very shortly used for probably, I guess, the late 50s to maybe. And only for a while in the 50s they used this X label. Cool label, interesting. It's a subsidiary of RCA Victor, and I guess they only used that for a certain. I have 178 of Bill Kenny, formerly the Ink Spot Solo, 78 on that X label. And that's the only, I think, 2 records I have on the X label in my whole large collection. Sada Bay, I'm assuming, I guess it's some show. Not sure about what it's all about, but it seems like a rare and interesting record. I guess I'll just let Pearl keep going on here. Here's Jimmy Dorsey and his orchestra. Contrasting Me with Volume 2. I do not have Volume 1, but I got this, I think, from an old couple in Scott Township. Don't know these ones too well. Coleslaw. I mean, this is another coil, just like the one it's playing, which I believe was a part of Decca. Miss Doris Day. Nice party series again. I believe this is 6i. This is a 6i series. Now I believe this is not a 6i. This is the more common Columbia for the 10-inch era. Lullaby of Broadway. Nice one of hers. Another one by her on Moonlight Bay. And I guess this is from Warner Brothers Film on Moonlight Bay. Same name. K-Star. The interesting, I'm going to turn Pearl down a little bit. The interesting thing about K-Star is, here she is on Capitol. Okay? Everybody only usually knows her as being on Capitol. Well, once I get through some more here, Purple. Pretty cool. If you can see it, I know the lighting here is like not the greatest. Songs by K-Star, 10-incher. Pretty cool. Joe Stafford, she was very popular at one time. A gal named Joe. Another House Party series, okay, in yellow. There's a big House Party series blurb. I guess you can only have a house party with the House Party series. Joe Stafford. Heifetz, Gershwin. This record, now when Decca did like a Masterworks, like a classical series, they evidently used a green one. And they're not too common. This is probably one of the few green label Deccas in this style from this era that I've seen. So Joshua Heifetz, very, very good actually. Gershwin music with him and his violin, awesome. Actually, give Mrs. Bailey a rest here. Set her down gently so she don't scratch. This one's actually wasn't in the best shape when I got it. We'll put Mr. Joshua Heifetz on. Heifetz, I forget how you say it. It's actually really cool. 8 hits of poppin'. This is General, I guess, Krupa, Claude Thornhill, one of those cheap record companies on the Promenade label. One of my first 10-inch albums I had to get another copy of recently, and I found it. This is the very first 10-inch album I ever owned. This ain't the original one, but it's another exact copy of it. I got it from a guy for 10 cents when I was 10 years old. Found this one years ago at Jerry's Records in Squirrel Hill. 8 top hits. In probably much better shape. The one I think I got off the guy had a warp in it. It's from the, I'd say, early 50s, mid-50s. Good album. Got Singing the Blues, Cindy O Cindy, but not done. Jack Hansen Orchestra. Okay, remember I said K-Star, you're usually synonymous with Capitol Records. Well, before she was on Capitol, she was on this Crystalite record label, which I'll show you. These are even more rare. These are really scarce. Crystalite of California is the name of it. And she evidently was on here before she was on smaller label here before she was on Capitol, and I never heard of this Crystalite. And I think she's the only one I have on this Crystalite. Actually, I do have a 45 on a different looking Crystalite type label. But it's a smaller label, I guess, out of California. About K-Star. So this is a more rare record label. Actually, like a signed portrait on, which is kind of cool. Another 8 top hits with a different set with no cover. This one has Friendly Persuasion stuff. Del Trio. And it's instrumental music. This is one of the early 10-inchers I collected as a kid. I believe I got this from Jerry's Records in the early 90s. I swear this guy here looks like my one uncle when if he was younger. It's not that looks like Chubb, but I don't know. It looks like kind of like Frankie Yankovic, so who knows? I don't even think they even say the individual members are in the back. Here's another copy of this, rougher shape, since it's so rare. Has some paint on the one side, but it's a very rare 10-incher of hers. I don't know if the paint can come off. It's on I'm Confessing, unfortunately, but another rare copy of that same album. K-Star Sings. Imagination, Victor Young. Now I have another Crystalite album of hers. It's actually blue vinyl. It's really cool. Now I have to bring it for the next volume. Frankie Yankovic's Waltz Parade. One for My Baby by Mr. Tony Martin. He's actually a very underrated singer who was married to actress Sid Charisse in the 50s. He actually has his own sound. No relation to Tony Martin because, Dean Martin, because Dean Martin wasn't his real name. It was Dino Martino. And last but not least for this installment, for my volume 2, my 10-inch, I know, okay? At least somebody with an open mind would buy something like this. This is a red velveted frame, record cover of Liberace. And it's called, it's called Sincerely Liberace, okay? All the jokes and puns aside, okay? We know about his personal life and that story and everything, but he's actually a very good pianist. And this is on the Columbia where they used the dark gray instead of the blue. It's only 2 record set, and here we'll take a little sampling of Liberace here as I end this. It has only 2 10-inch 78s and a very lavish red velvet. And he actually sings in some of these, which is usually he doesn't sing in his records. Mexican Hat Dance. We all know Liberace from Mexican Hat Dance. This is the other disc. I apologize for this Crossley record player. It's like not always steady. And here's it comes even with a full book. To come out. Liberace exclusively on Columbia Records. And here, this is interesting, he's giving a concert to a poor woman that is stuck in an iron lung. And I think it says who it is, Miss Mary Kitzmiller of Illinois. So, the guy had to have a heart. Poor lady stuck in an iron lung. And there's the end of the book there. Him and his mother. The book, just has how he started and everything. Salute you, and this is my volume 2 of my 10-inch. Stay tuned in for my 3-inch. Volume 3 for my 10-inch.